After reading through the YouTube comments from my last Division 2 video, it got clear to me that a lot of you guys have missed a lot when it comes to the new Division 2 update. So in this video, I will address the most common question marks that I got from my YouTube comments and also let you know everything we know about the upcoming Division 2 update and the future for the Division franchise as a whole. But before we get into the video, I want to talk about today's video sponsor, Techland. So in case you weren't aware, Dying Light 2 recently finished their 5th episode of their show called Dying to Know, which is essentially a 30-minute show that Techland released discussing various elements such as dev interviews about making the game, new gameplay and trailers, fan contests, and many more details regarding the lore of Dying Light 2. One really cool feature in Dying Light 2 is that you can shape the future of the city with your own actions and watch how it changes. After watching the trailer, I gotta say that the game does look amazing. The open world setting looks really good, and the creative and brutal combat really stands out. I personally can't wait to play this, and if you guys are interested in it as well, Dying Light 2 is now available for pre-order and Dying Light 1 is free to play this weekend as well. So make sure you check the link in the description to find out more. By far the biggest complaint or belief is that Division 2 isn't getting any new playable content such as missions, map extensions and game modes, and that you would have to grind the old content for the new changes. But this isn't actually the case though. I also read a lot about people in general not wanting to farm new stuff even if there's new content, and honestly, I don't really understand that. Like, after all, the Division is a loot shooter. So if you get new stuff that you have to farm once a year, I think that's good for this type of game, and honestly, it should happen way more often. Most people do seem fine with that though, but they are scared that we would not get any new content, and I do agree, that is of course key. Like, if they're adding new gear, making us like reform the new specialization system, then there gotta be some new content to do that with. And if that's not the case, then yeah, I agree, that is not okay. They did, however, actually confirm back in March this year that they are bringing a new game mode. So I will quote this. So the game mode is entirely new to the franchise, and also on top of that, they're investigating a new way to progress your agent with emphasis on increasing build variety and viability. So we might not be getting new missions or a map extension, but we are at bare minimum getting a new game mode, and I'm 99% sure that that will be PvE focused, since they clearly gave up on PvP a long time ago. Hopefully that will give us enough reason to grind the game again. The game mode definitely needs to offer some type of replayability and not be forgotten after a few playthroughs. I think to me that's the problem with the new missions in Division, because to me I do them like once, twice, maybe 5 times, and then honestly I don't really go back to them ever again. So to me, making a game mode for PvE is definitely a better way to go in terms of replayability than adding missions. So hopefully this have replayability, because otherwise they're just shooting themselves in the foot. They also did talk about increasing the build variety and viability, and that gotta be the specialization revamp and the new expertise system that they covered in the last 2 Intelligence Annex articles. If you're interested about more details about that, check my 2 videos in the pinned comment. On top of that though, they did actually say in the last Annex article that seasons are getting improved. So hopefully they make them actually worth playing, since I'm not a fan myself of the current season system. But I do understand that they are good for the resources it takes and that they probably currently have. So overall, in the new update, at a bare minimum, we are getting the specialization revamp, the new expertise system, a new game mode, and improved seasons. They also said that this update is the most ambitious update they ever made in Division 2, which makes a lot of people think that this will be bigger than the Warlords expansion. But as you heard, they said update, not paid DLC/expansion. So I do believe that Warlords of New York as a paid DLC expansion is still gonna be the biggest update that the game have had. So I feel like they are playing a little bit with the words here. So I'm pretty sure that this will be smaller than Warlords of New York by quite a lot, but compared to that, it's probably gonna be the biggest update the game have had. And when I think about it, I think they actually said that, but I have seen a few YouTubers trying to make you think that this is the biggest update ever coming to the Division 2, and as I said, I just don't think that's true. However, I think we should be quite happy anyway, since the recent Division 2 haven't received any meaningful updates since like Warlords and the Title Update 2, is because Title Update 2 was actually gonna be the last update for the game, but that got changed earlier this year when they announced that yeah, they're gonna make at least one more update. So taking a look at the Division franchise as a whole, I think it's actually looking pretty good for the future, but we do gotta be a bit patient. I think they made it really clear that they are not giving up on the Division franchise, especially with the standalone game The Division Heartland coming later in 2022. There's also a Netflix Division movie in the works, a Division mobile game, a Division novel, and also the upcoming new Tom Clancy game called X-Defiant, which is not the official Division game, but it does give you that feel of a Division first-person shooter Call of Duty game. And then of course we have Division 3, that I know will come at some point. Okay, I did lie, I don't know that for sure, but I would be very surprised if they wouldn't make a Division 3 considering all the other Division stuff that they are doing. With that said though, Division 3 is most likely quite far away because as most of you guys know, Massive have been working on the Avatar game for quite some time now, which is set to release sometime in 2022. On top of that, Massive did announce that they are also working on a new Star Wars game with Lucasfilm earlier this year. So Massive's hands right now are really full. I'm pretty sure if they wouldn't have gotten both of those super big deals, we would have seen Division 3 way earlier than we're gonna see now. But instead of Division 3 coming soon, we have at least those other games, especially the Division Heartland that will come later in 2022. Anyway, in terms of the Division 2 and this new update, the release date for it is said to be in February 2022. So most likely end of February, I would say. They have said that we are getting a public test server in January though, which is sadly for PC only. So it shouldn't be that long until we know almost everything about the new Division 2 update. But that's gonna wrap up this video. I felt like this video was quite necessary to do, especially looking at so many comments being a bit confused. So hopefully this cleared up some of the question marks that you did have about the new Division 2 update and the future for the Division 2. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about all of this, and I will catch you guys in the next video or on my Twitch stream.